What's up, guys? OliveGrummer here with Don Tanimal and Squid. And Star Wars The Last Jedi teaser trailer #1 just dropped. It's 2 minutes long, so it's more than a teaser trailer, in my opinion. But before we jump into that and react to it, go ahead, like... oh, wow. Wow. I'm already talking about the outro. Go ahead, add us on Snapchat. Go ahead, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. All the links are in the description below. Give us some love. Donate to our PayPal. Go ahead, become a Patreon supporter, and support our sponsor, Mission HFY, on Instagram. All of that's in the description below. Woo! Let's go ahead and jump into this because this is exciting.
This is a teaser trailer that's 2 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's basically a trailer. I don't know why they call it a teaser trailer. Ready, set, go.
So is another one dropping tomorrow?
Probably not. He's probably choking. No, with the force, with the force.
Just breathe. Now, reach out. What do you see? Light. Darkness. A balance. It's so much bigger.
Oh, wow.
I only know one truth. It's time for the Jedi to end.
Wait, what? That was him, though, wasn't it? Yeah.
He's so old. Was that me too?
Yeah.
I think Mark Hamill was only like 50, 60.
So, why... Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I couldn't see crap.
Oh, because
of
the
glare?
reflection? Yeah. That's why I was like this and yeah.
I was like,
hey, look, guys, it's us.
Yeah, it is us. But, well... Why do you think he's saying that?
Well, it's called The Last Jedi, so, it makes sense.
He's gonna die off. He's gonna, I guess he's gonna sacrifice himself or something. But she's clearly the last Jedi.
I should have read up on this before we did this video, because I knew something, but I forgot it.
Yeah.
Well,
it doesn't help.
Yeah, it's like throughout whatever. Basically, like the first 3 movies kind of like tell the story of like obviously tell the story of Anakin Skywalker and how he his fall, his rise and fall, from becoming a Jedi Knight into dropping down into Darth Vader or whatever. But like it also kind of tells the story of like why the Jedi Council was kind of wrong.
Yeah,
because they were wrong. And how like they instantly went after Palpatine and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
How how they handled themselves and how they were like always pure into like things of like that nature or whatever.
Yeah.
And like kind of like the first 3 movies kind of, even though they were technically told before, but
yeah, they were made after but told before. For those who don't know, which I mean,
it's
almost common knowledge.
Everybody should know that.
Yeah.
But it was told before or whatever. It's kind of like explained like Luke kind of basically saying like, all right, like. You should have emotion, but you should be able to control it. You should be able to do this. You shouldn't be like this, like really emotionless, like beast or whatever. You couldn't he basically like he gives into his emotion, but he still controls it in the end. Instead of killing his father, he just like cut his arm off, and then he actually brings his father, which Anakin was the chosen one because Anakin was the one that killed Darth Sidious.
Yeah,
but
I remember watching that whole marathon over spring break.
So I mean, that may be what he's talking about. He might be talking about it like in the end of the day, the Jedi are flawed. So maybe. It's almost a time for a new, order.
New Jedi, yeah. That could be it. Or maybe it wouldn't be a Jedi order. It would be people who can control the Force. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, technically they are Jedi, but they might actually end up having it as a different name. You get what I'm saying?
There might just be a whole new group.
Yeah,
of people.
you get what I'm saying?
People that can control the Force are not called Jedi. They're just Force-sensitive people.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
when we think of people who can control the Force, who fight for good, we automatically assume Jedi.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He might say that Jedi Order does need to end, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll bring birth to something else that we won't call Jedi.
Oh yeah, yeah, it probably is. I mean, most likely. I mean, they're great Jedi, which I mean, which fight for good, technically speaking. Or yeah, well, technically, yeah, great Jedi do fight for good. They just do it like outside the Jedi Council, or they are like in between the dark side and light side, depending on what term you're trying to use.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's most likely what's going to happen. It's probably going to be a new construction of a like new type of order that's not as flawed as Jedi Order kind of was, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or he could be just crazy, and he's going to die. So I don't know what's happening.
So do you guys think that they're doing this to maybe like end it off, or you think it's just gonna open a new gateway to continue for more? If it is a new order type thing.
Because think about this,
there's gonna be another movie.
There's gonna be another one.
Another one that's in that main universe, and there's also gonna be like other movies outside.
Yeah,
because I mean, Han Solo movie.
Yeah. Ah, true.
When he was back
then.
Younger. Yeah, it was like reading back or over spring break. There was a Star Wars marathon, and I went back and I started reading a bunch of stuff that I didn't know, and started recapping and refreshing my memory. And I learned stuff about like the dark side of the Force, which I think they're gonna go into more detail, hopefully in these movies, because we don't really know that much about the dark side of the Force. We just know it's bad. They have extra like powers here and there, and it's controlled by evil and hate and stuff like that. But there were like the past like where they came up with the name Darth and stuff like that, and the first like dark Jedis and stuff like that. Like all that stuff is very interesting because they don't really talk about it that much. They hint on it here and there, but they don't talk about it that much. You kind of got to go out of your way from the 6 main movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely not, because the 6 movies kind of talk. Well, the first 3 definitely talk about the fall of the Jedi Order, and then the last ones talk about how the Jedi Order come back or whatever.
Yeah.
But like how all that the rule of 2, Dark Nihilus, Dark Plagueis, Dark Bane, all of them. Like they don't really talk about those guys at all. They don't really talk about the Old Republic. They don't talk about like a lot of that, but I mean that's just more because Sith weren't strong in those movies, and even when they were in in charge in the lead, they were the rule of 2 keeps them down.
Mm-hmm.
So
the rule of 2, I remember reading that, but then Darth Sidious was like trying to get rid of it, but ended up obviously not, and stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff to it.
I like the new lightsaber.
I think
with the sides.
Those
are dope.
I think that's just him. It's actually a flaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a flaw, right?
No, it's he did it on purpose. It's a cracked kyber crystal.
Cracked. That's what that was the flaw. It was cracked, but they're not supposed to be cracked.
Yeah, technically speaking, but his is purposely cracked though.
Yeah.
So it's a crystal that powers a lightsaber?
Yeah.
I never knew.
Yeah. They go to like a specific cave or something.
It's different. It's different planets.
So anybody can have a lightsaber. That's what you're saying. They go to the cave.
No. You gotta. It's like you gotta
choose it.
You gotta.
But there's different planets you can go to get different things. Red lightsabers, I still think it's canon that red lightsabers are synthetic, and he has a kyber crystal. And it's also known that his lightsaber, even though he has it and we haven't seen anybody else with it, that's not like a unique design.
I honestly thought she was gonna back into my car.
That would have been bad. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
We'll continue.
I think there's been other people in history that have that same like kind of cross guard design.
Yeah,
that he has.
Yeah, because there are other like canon and non-canon lightsabers that they don't see. Obviously, if you watch the animation, the cartoon, and read the books and everything else, like the Clone Wars and all that stuff, there's different ones that the common public doesn't really see if you just watch these 6 movies.
I think
7 and 8 technically now, but
I think what's canon is the 6 movies, 7 and 8. I think Clone Wars is canon, and I think Old Republic is canon. And then, I think they're releasing the new books now, like Rogue One and all that, that's canon. But all, the Star Wars Legends stuff, all the other books that you can find that, talk about, the Force Storm, but, Dark Sidious was teleporting, across, the planet and changing time and shit. Nah, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Star
Dragon
Wars,
Ball Z GT.
Yeah, Star Wars Legends was wild, man. But it was good, though, because Dragon Ball Z GT was not. But
GT was...
But that's another
sad.
topic.
Sad day.
There's still stuff we need answered
like
in this movie because we don't know who's the hologram. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we don't know who that is.
I keep on forgetting Snoke. Yeah, we don't know who Snoke is. There's theories about him being Mace Windu. There's theories about him being Anakin's twin brother.
What, really?
Yeah, it's pretty
He
wild.
has a twin brother.
Apparently.
Okay. He might. He just might.
I mean, Anakin was born out of the midichlorians, so apparently, he's basically Jesus.
Yeah.
He actually is basically Jesus. That's a Christ figure. But,
just to recap through this while you talk, we have
He's basically Jesus.
she's learning how to control the Force
Yeah.
at 39 seconds. There's a lot of
There's a lot
blank
of
space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
more. Yeah,
hopefully,
there's a map. The
that
scenery,
was nice.
the scenery,
That was nice.
At,
Oh my
at
god.
1 minute and 9 seconds,
I
1
wanna
minute
film
10
this
seconds.
Yeah, that's
This,
what I'm saying.
oh my
We can
god,
look it up
the
right now.
picture
Yeah, we
is
can.
It's not
beautiful.
Like a secret, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And another thing, which is you're probably not gonna see in this because you really didn't see. This cute, I guess, or one of the excuses for why the lightsaber combat was really mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
In the first movies was one, choreography, was just mediocre, and they didn't really have technology.
It was back in the day.
It was
yeah.
back in the day, so everything
70s.
didn't look that good. But also, you can explain it canonically by Luke learned how to use, how to learn how to fight with a lightsaber from an old Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Even though Obi-Wan Kenobi really was not that old from the time he fought, Anakin on Mustafar to then, which makes no sense. But at any point,
He
aged
heard
hard.
that name in a while.
Mustafar, he aged.
Obi-Wan, bro.
Obi-Wan, he aged bad, but that ain't the point.
He OG though.
Yeah, he's an OG. He's my favorite Jedi ever. But still, it's they didn't. He had nobody really train him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why lightsaber kind of looked bad. Darth Vader was one of the only people that really was about it. That really, him and Sidious was the only people that really, were really good in
Darth
lightsaber
Vader
combat.
was the man was about it, bro. You came
That's why.
with it every
that's
time,
why I wish
bro.
if they ever remake the first three movies. The only reason I would want them to remake them is just for they can have up tempo lightsaber combat.
Yeah,
skills or
that would
whatever.
be much better.
Speaking of Darth Vader, my favorite scene from Rogue One is when he's going through that
I haven't
going through those
seen Rogue One.
doorways.
Oh yeah.
you haven't seen-
Oh my god, bro. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
But
Rogue One
at
was good,
a
though.
minute 19, we see these aircrafts.
Throwing
These.
people, bro.
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
why
to call
is
them.
red coming up? I was
And
about to
red's
ask you.
coming out of them. Yeah, and we see.
That's my
uh,
man's. That's my man's.
Finn, the Jumbo
Finn,
baby.
yeah. He's in a thing.
I love him.
The
Yeah.
rebel army's getting attacked.
Yo, you know.
there's the Millennium Falcon. I didn't even catch that the first time.
I didn't catch it either.
And then the lightsaber battle. So obviously they're gonna have to fight again. The one thing I like about this right now, it doesn't seem like a remake of the first couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the first one obviously was, here's another Death Star, let's blow it up
Yes.
exactly the same way.
7 was a loose remake.
Spot last time. Let's try to find
Yeah.
a little spot again.
Yeah,
It's so funny. A whole bunch of like,
4.
Parodies.
yeah, a whole bunch of parodies are so funny. They're like, yeah, so, who's the architect? You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me speak to him. Let me
That's
speak
true.
to him.
That's true.
Funny enough, Rogue One tells you who the architect was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's funny.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
So,
have to watch it.
One of the
He was like-
architects, the one that made it.
Stewie was like, oh, our family got Stewie was like, yeah, so, I noticed there's like this thing that can blow up the ship.
I know what you're talking about,
And it was
yeah,
like, nah, it's fine, it's fine.
You're like, nah, so is it like, should I worry about this? I'm like, nah, it's good. Nah, it's good.
They're not gonna find it. They're not gonna find it. Boom.
They be
But,
putting Death Star. Why does it have?
But I mean, back to
That's
this
like
real quick,
Doofus
so we'll
was
end this
always
up.
making a,
I think obviously this movie's gonna do well. I'm gonna see it in the theaters.
I'm really excited about this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for this trailer to drop too,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's just so old, man. God.
Mark Hamill was like, I think he's like 55.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
I mean,
he's
like
in
the
the movie,
movie
in the
makes him
movie,
look
yeah.
old.
Yeah, I mean, he's aged.
Yeah, I mean Harrison Ford.
When
is
they
old,
found
but
him
he's-
in the last movie, I was like, Jesus Christ, what is
Yeah,
the time
yeah,
gap? Like,
yeah.
God, bro.
I mean, Harrison Ford looked old. All of them looked old. Carrie Fisher just.
Chewbacca
Carrie
looked the
Fisher.
same.
Carrie
Chewbacca
Fisher.
always gonna look the same, man. That
Carrie
man does
Fisher-
not age. Okay,
Carrie
He's probably
Fisher's
two
dead
when
now.
first
That's
came.
Yeah.
sad.
Rest in
But
peace.
she already filmed
Yeah, I
all
think
this
she's
stuff.
done.
But she passed. That's what's sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Carrie Fisher, you remember that?
Yeah.
Carrie
I
Fisher
probably
passed,
just
and then
later.
her mom,
Oh
died
yeah. I
after.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not good with names. You know this.
Yeah,
sure.
you'll see
You know.
faces, but I mean, overall, it's gonna do well in the theaters. I mean, it
Yeah.
has to. I think the storyline. I'm glad it doesn't look like. Well, from the teaser trailer, it doesn't look like a remake of the second one, the
The
fifth one. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like it's one of those things where if they go down that path again, it's gonna be like, what the heck? It's kind of ruining it at that point.
I feel like it is. This
I don't think it is. So I'm glad
Yeah.
they didn't go
Because
that
the
way.
main difference between 7 and 5 7 and 4 is like the characters are like pretty different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then obviously like the rising story, but it's
Yeah.
But the main plot of it was still kind of the same.
The overall
Yeah, it was just
overarching,
come on,
like there's a giant death
Yeah.
machine thing.
Yeah, with one flaw.
But I
To
mean,
be
Darth
honest,
Vader
though-
was about it though. Kylo Ren's a bitch, so that's a difference.
Yeah, I don't like him, to be honest.
But also, there's the theory that Kylo Ren was taking it
that,
easy.
Who's that forearm
You think
guy?
so?
Who's
Huh?
that?
The forearm guy?
Yeah, who is that? I don't know why he popped up in my
Oh,
head.
General Grievous?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
General
what-
Grievous was cool, but
Yeah.
that's going back. We'll have
He
to do like
also
a
was
Star
a
Wars
bitch,
talk later.
but still.
Anyways, tell us what you guys think, whether you're gonna see it in theaters or not. I missed Rogue One. I need to go back and watch that, but I didn't miss
Rogue
the other
One.
one. So.
It was cinematically like visually it was
Very
good.
pleasing.
It was very good. to
Rogue
me.
One was good in general.
Yeah, no. Rogue One was great.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
think
saying
this,
though, like
this is gonna
cinematically,
be
it
very
was
cinematic.
great.
Like this has to be very cinematically.
Rogue One
pleasing.
was probably one of the best movies of last year.
To be honest,
It might be
bruh,
one of the best Star Wars movies.
you gonna see them just mess everything up. Like not in a bad way. I mean like in a
Just
good
go
way.
around
Like
and
yeah, like
cause havoc.
they was chilling. And the rebel team was just like, yeah, there's only a little bit of us, but we gonna make a big noise, bro. It was pretty great.
It was wild though.
They was just bombing
It's
niggas
like,
on
who
the
is
beach,
this?
bro.
This is Rogue One. There's no Rogue One. Let's go.
Speaking of
They
which-
basically just snuck into everything. They was just like, yo, we a couple of people that said F it. And
It's
Speaking of which, there's that one scene right. It should be here somewhere.
She's running with
probably
Luke
missed it.
Skywalker with Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah, right here. There's like a building
what is that?
at 1:30. It looks like it's being burned
Is that
down.
R2?
Yeah,
That's
there's
R2.
R2 and somebody in a cloak, which is probably the girl.
Or
And then there's a building being burned down. Like there's a glare, so it's hard for us to see. That's why we're all like this. But
In Rogue One, R2's basically disactivated for the whole movie until the end.
oh really?
Yeah, he's just on the ship
because it's
until
kind
the,
of a
to the end.
prequel technically. But
No, he was just sad. R2 was just sad.
oh really?
Yeah.
no, that happened in the seventh one, when he was out to the end, and then they brought him back and he got the map for the thing.
Oh no. I thought in the last one he was just he was asleep until they found was it Luke?
No, that's the seventh. Yeah, that's the seventh one. You saying Rogue One?
Yeah.
That,
Oh,
Rogue, it is-
I-
yeah,
yeah,
I said the wrong
You-
movie. That's
you-
my
yeah,
fault.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue One's
You're
awesome.
right. You're right.
Anyways,
That's my fault.
we keep getting off topic. We'll just end this up. Let's go ahead and say that the picture looks very, very good.
Oh, it looks
Storyline's going to
great.
be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously,
I'm gonna go see it
soundtrack's
regardless.
going to
Yeah.
fit. It's not going to be like a musical soundtrack. It's going to have its own pieces to it. It's not going to stray away from the
Mhm.
original soundtrack.
That's one thing that I always get at.
Yeah,
it's strong. Yeah, I mean, John Williams been doing all the soundtracks,
exactly.
and John Williams is like.
I didn't know
82.
his name, so yeah.
I think his name is John Williams. I'm pretty sure it's John Williams, but John Williams is.
It's not Hans Zimmer. So.
Yeah, he's been doing it. I think he's
And
like
it's not
80
Han Solo.
now.
Yeah.
He's old. He did the first three. He did the second three, and I think he's gonna do these three too.
Yeah.
So
That'd be dope.
But
he's man's
go ahead, tell us what you guys think. If you're gonna see the movies or not, I recommend it. Obviously,
I'm
it's one of
probably
those
gonna
movies
see
you
it.
gotta see it.
There's
yeah.
no probably. I'll probably
Try
do
not
that.
to stream it. Show them some love. You need the big screen on this one. Go ahead.
Pusha T said that he doesn't understand like how people watch movies like Star Wars, and then I lost respect for him instantly.
Pusha T.
Yeah, Pusha T. Yeah.
Pusha T like my
Wow. Anyways,
Yeah,
on that note, on that bombshell, we're gonna end. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Go ahead, check out the links in the description below for our Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, so that way you guys can interact with us and keep up with us and send us anything you guys want us to react to or stuff like that. Go ahead, donate to our PayPal, help us bring you guys better content, so we can stay together as a family and YouTube channel. Support us on Patreon and no, you guys don't have the sponsor shirt on, but show our sponsor some love
like I did.
on Instagram at MissionHFY. Everything I mentioned is in the links below. Go ahead and like, share. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
And comment.
Peace.